Alright, welcome back to the Bachelor Review Show.
I'm Stacey B.
And I am the husband.
We have made it to the fantasy overnight date week. And that's quite an accomplishment because if you're still watching this show...
You don't have a life.
Actually, this was a good show. Another good one. The last 15 minutes and the Ryan P. comeback, you know, was sort of painful. But besides that, I mean, Fiji... I am ready to go. Sign me up.
It looks pretty cool.
Have you ever seen a place more beautiful?
It looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I would say, yes, Ryan coming back was a major waste of time.
Yeah, I kind of like
Poor
see
guy.
him and, you know, just everything. He's so intense. Like, he's given her that smile, that, smiling with all his face, and then all of a sudden, like, she starts speaking and he's like...
Yeah, he definitely had a few, like, facial freak-out moments.
Yeah, you know, look, he's a nice guy, very smart, just really intense, and I just don't think they were a very good fit. But, you know, I really hope that they're not kind of bringing him back, because, like, why didn't Ames come back and do the same thing? I just hope that we're not seeing a prep here for bachelorhood for Ryan P. I don't want to see him as the next Bachelor. Not interested.
Although it'd be good for the environment.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that kudos to ABC for editing this episode in such a way that you thought, like, she got rid of Constantine, which we still need to discuss. But, like, because Constantine was off, maybe you started to think, oh, maybe she'll let Ryan in, but it was definitely, the only reason I was thinking that is because of the way they edited the show.
Yeah. Now, do you think that they paid President Obama... The show paid President Obama to come on and you know, interrupt the show for ratings and to give it, you know, a twist. That
was the best part of this.
Did you think that she was going to offer President Obama a rose at the end of this?
I don't know. That whole end, I don't know. I want to jump around and skip around, but the whole rose ceremony was like the most just asinine waste of time.
You were so angry about it.
Yeah, it was like the
really
insecurity rose ceremony is what it should have been called. It was totally ridiculous.
It was just ridiculous. It was just for drama. Once again, reaffirming that, you know, Ashley has some serious security issues. And I think that's why this episode was a little bit more enjoyable until the end, because she finally was feeling good about these two relationships. I don't really think she was that upset about Constantine. Although, I think this may be the first breakup, like, right before... I mean, there's been people that have turned down the fantasy suite, but there's nobody that's actually, like, walked off the show. I mean, do you remember? You wouldn't remember.
I would not remember.
I think this may be the first person that not only rejected the fantasy suite, but dumped the Bachelor or Bachelorette. I'm pretty sure that might be the case.
I think it did affect her, though, because I think that, like, it kind of brought back those... Like, kind of like... You know, she has, like, that chest of insecurities, like, in the back of her head.
She doesn't have a chest.
She doesn't have a chest, but she has a treasure chest of insecurities in the back of her head.
She does.
And when this guy was like, well, I think what this means is I should go now.
Yeah.
And that, like, totally got... And she was sitting there for, like, you know... Well, I don't know. She's probably sitting there for hours. We only got to see 2 or 3 minutes, thank God.
Yeah.
But like, I think that's what got her to be all insecure. And that's why she had to have a rose ceremony for 2 guys who she probably slept with in the fantasy suites.
You think she slept with them?
I don't know. I mean, what are the statistics that you read to me recently?
I know that when the male is the Bachelorette, like Brad... I think Mike Flay said on the 2020 ABC that they sleep with an average of like 3 to 4 women, or maybe he said 7. I don't know.
7 for the guys and like 3 and 4 for the girls.
Yeah,
is that what you said?
I think that's what it is.
You know, if they're going to hit the averages,
I don't think that
she probably
you know,
slept with Ryan.
She hasn't slept with anyone to this point. I think that's pretty clear. But
I know that.
I just don't think she has. I think she's too insecure with herself to kind of like let that happen.
It's the fantasy suite. It's not going to get any more
romantic. No, I think maybe tonight she did, but before today, I don't think she did.
But also, I mean, how much of the equation is, am I, you know, intimately compatible with this person? Because, you know, how can you get engaged or profess,
I'm doing Ashley bite faceisms.
And then, and then we can have Ames with the... Ooh.
Okay, so let's talk about these dates. I mean, I think they were so awesome because they kind of, like, I hate to, like, say that, you know, contradict myself, but, you know, having the helicopter dates, having, like, a real element of fantasy in the dates was actually, like, nice to see. I mean, the dates that they've had so far are pretty silly, like the Thai boxing, the wedding photo date, the trip to Vegas to visit wedding vendors.
It's well documented how much time we've wasted.
Yeah, but this finally was like, kind of like the quintessential Bachelorette fantasy dates where they're exploring the island. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. That suite that Ben F. and Ashley went into for their overnight, I was like, oh my God. Like, it had a pool. It was like humongous. It was right on the beach. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to pack my bags. And leading into that, next week, the husband and I are going on vacation, and unfortunately, the timing conflicts with the Men Tell All and the finale. But not to worry, I think, we'll be back for the tail end of the finale and be able to recap.
It's going to be an all-nighter.
Yeah, it's going to be an all-nighter on our vacation, but we're going away, and I hope that our suite is just as beautiful as the one that they had. It was amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
The Howard Johnson's website is very promising.
Is that where we're going?
That's where we're going,
Oh,
baby.
I'm so excited. Can't wait.
We've got the
Will Chris Harrison be there?
Oh, I hope so.
Will he give us a
He's
fantasy
going to offer
suite
us
card?
a fantasy suite card, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that.
Should you choose to sleep with your wife tonight? Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
So, I think, building off the momentum from last week's show.
Yeah. And thank you to ABC for not dragging out this mystery man of who it was going to be. Like, they did it pretty early in the episode. They could have screwed with us a little bit. They just got it over with. Thank you.
Ashley did say the B word towards the very end of the episode.
Bitch.
Bentley.
She also said bitch when she was describing her sister in the coming attractions again.
Yeah. And the stuff at the tail end where they're like kissing the toes or looking at the bunions and stuff. That's fun. That's the stuff that should be in the show.
I know. That was really funny.
But I guess they try to find the funniest thing and then save it for like the
like they want to leave you. They're like, okay, the rose ceremony was so stupid. We're going to leave them with something funny.
There was a lot of time wasting in this episode. Ryan was a waste of time.
President Obama's speech about the budget. Okay, they couldn't have planned that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's important.
It's so important.
It's important.
It is very important.
Notify your congressperson.
Yeah, let's get this deal done. We want to have AAA baseball.
We don't want,
Is it a rating?
all those bad things that Obama said that would happen to happen.
Yes. We do live in a great country and yada, yada, yada. Bachelor. Next week, her sister seems like she's going to give her some truth that she doesn't want to hear.
I wonder
Who's
which
she talking
guy.
about?
Yeah, like, does she not like Ben? Does she not like JP?
I think she said that she's too much for this guy. So I don't see her being too much for JP.
Yeah.
Maybe she's too much for. Maybe Ben's going to be real quiet with her family, and she's going to think that Ashley's just too like chirpy and insecure. For Ben.
I wonder because
maybe she wants to be with the winemaker.
Yeah, is the sister single? Maybe she can take the runner-up. Interesting.
Yes.
They've never had a bachelorette with so many tattoos. Interesting.
She's got good ink.
All right, time to go.
Yes.
Got an early morning meeting tomorrow, and I'm a little batched out.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
But I hope you guys didn't fall into the trap of oh my God Obama and then didn't tape after, because that's just the most annoying thing ever when you don't tape the whole show.
But it's very important for our country.
You West Coasters are lucky. You don't have to deal with missing it.
Anyway, football. Football's back. How awesome is that? Huh?
No one watching this
Everyone
cares
watching
about
this
football.
is a major fantasy football player and participant. And
not true.
Go Redskins.
Not true.
All right. Well, it's been fun.
Well, till the next time we see you, we'll be back from vacation, and we'll know who our winner is. So, Men Tell All. We'll see Bentley. We'll say goodbye. We'll put it to rest, and we'll have ourselves a new crowned bachelor until it's reported in In Touch magazine that they've broken up.
Most likely scenario. All right. Well, have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Economy.